Hello everyone and welcome to my 31st review. Today we'll be reviewing Collection Agency by CurrenSy. Before going to this, I've never listened to CurrenSy's solo work, or much in general besides some features, but I heard a lot of people talk very well about his album The Outrunners with Harry Fraud last year. And going into it and seeing how short the songs were, I was expecting just some simplistic rap songs with cheery rap beats, and that's mostly what it is. Basic and short rap songs, but they still sound great. Let's get into this. Kush of the Sunroof is the intro and is a calm but somewhat saddening sounding song with the instrumental. And in the instrumental, it's very calm with this very lo-fi piano and this distorted vocal or horn melody maybe, with then heavy but basic trap style drums. CurrenSy does great alongside this instrumental, making it definitely a top 5 for me. Smiled on Me is then a much more high energy song with these synths and roads alongside snappy drums. I don't care for the instrumental too much, but what CurrenSy does is great. And even though what CurrenSy does is great, I don't care for this song really. I guess it could have been shorter, but it's fine how it is, I guess. Arrival is another calm song with basically a lo-fi hip-hop instrumental with calm piano that sounds out of tune weirdly, I guess. Then great saxophone, I think, with very light drums. CurrenSy sounds much more calm on the song, and his verses are great alongside his instrumental. This is definitely a top 3. I Don't Call is a song which I don't care for too much, mostly because of the instrumental. What CurrenSy does brings a very high energy and has great flows, but this kind of instrumental with these roads, hard bass, and very perky percussion is not my kind of favorite, so this is probably one of my least favorite songs. Jermaine Dupri is another calm song like Arrival with a great instrumental with soft piano keys and dramatic saxophone and hard-hitting drums. What CurrenSy does sounds a lot more emotional, sounding very dead or on the verge of tears, I think. It seems like it talks about making it to where he is and what he's achieved, but also what he had to lose. At least that's what I think it's about, but this is definitely my favorite song. Closing Day is another song with these kind of instrumentals with roads and perky percussion, but it does sound more dramatic with the chords, so I guess I like it more. I think CurrenSy is fine, but he just sounds very boring. He has in other songs, but it fit there, but here with this very high energy instrumental, he seems bland. Another one of my least favorites. Shout Out is a song with the only feature on this project from Larry June. I think this is a good song with calm roads, more horns, and banging drums. While I think CurrenSy has a great verse, he just sounds bland again and doesn't really fit. Then Larry June is much better in my opinion. While he does sound boring at some parts, he has a much deeper voice which I think fits better, and him even singing at some parts, which I think is great. This is another alright song. Ferrari Engine is another one of my least favorites with a high energy instrumental with another instrumental similar to Closing Day or I Don't Call. At least CurrenSy actually fits much more with a much higher energy than when it calms down he does too, so I think he does a lot better, but I still don't care for it too much. Above the Law is another mellow and emotional sounding song with CurrenSy sounding tired or bland, but it does actually fit, with these chords alongside this vocal sample which sounds great alongside CurrenSy and the very marching drums. This is definitely a top 3 for me, with it sounding like CurrenSy is kind of hurting. Misty is the outro, and I do really like this song with more great saxophone, I think, with banging rhythmic drums sounding very mellow again. And CurrenSy does sound very boring again, and I feel like for at least this song it could have been a bit more energetic. But this is a good outro and definitely a top 5 for me. And all I really have to say left is, these songs are pretty basic, but I think CurrenSy brings great verses, but he does sound bland sometimes and most of the beats aren't too different. 6 out of 10. Thank you for watching.